for this project, I'm going to take a pair of Capris and a skirt that's way too short and put them together along with a little lace and other notions and make a lovely full skirt out of it. And no worries, the pair of pants or capris that I use, I'll be using it to make yet another project. But this is one way to do something with the clothing item that I got both from thrift stores to make into something a little more wearable. So the first step with any use of slacks or capris or shorts or anything is to take out the crotch of the pants or capris, and of course I'll be seam ripping that out of it, and then I can decide what I want to do with it for the bottom of the skirt. Okay, so before starting to put the skirt to the bottom, I decided to first put some seam binding all the way around, because the cloth was really a fraying type cloth. And I also decided to add some brown lace to the bottom before I sew on the bottom skirt part. So right now I'm just hand sewing on the lace and the seam binding. And the lace both covers the seam binding and gives a nice definition for putting in the bottom part. So that's where I'm at now, just hand sewing, and then I have to fix the other pants so that I can use the bottom cloth for the skirt. So I folded this and pinned it so it'll be straight, and I've done it so that the back, the front are kind of like the midpoint, because I want to do a cut so that it's a rounded shape. And so I'm going to have to use my chalk and some other things to kind of make the rounded shape that I want for this one, and then I'll be able to use the bottom for the project I'm working on currently. So there'll be a part 2 to this video where I do something with this particular pair. Okay, so as you can see with my tailor chalk, which is up here, we drew a line around here to cut it out to give kind of a rounded shape to the top part. The bottom part I'm going to use on my current project, and the top part I'm going to use on a new project that I'll be doing in future, which will give this a part 2 video. So now what I have to do is cut the part out. So with the remaining cloth from the cutting of the other project, I need to get a straight top hem, and of course the bottom hem is already straight, so if you measure up to the smallest point and keep that measurement all the way up across, then you can draw the line, and that's where you will be cutting, and that should result in of course the bottom hem is already done from the capris, so that's pretty much accurate. And then you have the other hem that you have to do, and that should be accurate since you've measured everything and did the measure across. Now it's just a matter of cutting and then hemming and putting together how you want it put together. Okay, so I French seamed the sides together, and I actually kept the front and back the way each pant leg was done, so I get a flap in the front and back. And now I just have to pin it to the skirt and sew it together, and it'll be mostly a skirt unless I decide to add a little lace in the meantime. So after adding the lace and hemming the bottom part, I've now added the top and the bottom just hand sewn around. And the next step is just to try it on and model it, and it's a pretty much done project. Okay, this is my latest project. where I take a skirt that was way too short for me, because as you can see, the shortness it is, I'd be showing off everything to the world. Not my favorite hobby. So I took a pair of Capris, took the bottoms off the Capris, and put some lace, and just fancied it up a little bit. And it has some pockets in front that are already part of the skirt, and a nice little zippered pocket. Seamed the Capris, sewed them together so that they come down to the sides in all the right places. It has a nice flap in front and one in back as well, so it can walk comfortably. And then the back, there's pockets with a little fancy on them, and of course the lace goes all the way around, and the flap also on the back. So this is my latest project for November, and there'll be a part 2 using the rest of the capri pants to make yet another skirt. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching our video.